Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Ayurveda Basking. Today we are going to discuss our Sanskrit practical exam pattern that is for the BMS first form. As you know, nowadays their exams are going on, and I have already uploaded for the Kriya Shrira. So now this is second for the Sanskrit. Since Sanskrit is not that much like content is there because no practical or something like that, only specifically viva is there and it's only for 100 marks. But since many of us have some fear about the Sanskrit and we usually think what we will say or what will happen. So for those small questions, this video is there, and in this video I am going to tell you how actually happening in this subheadings of the Sanskrit viva and how or which type of question they ask me in my Sanskrit viva and BMS first form. So let's start. First of all, you have to know about the mark distribution. So there are total 100 marks, out of which 75 marks is your for viva, then 10 marks is your elective that you have already submitted, then internal assessment 15 marks. So here mainly we have to go for our 75 marks and so that we can get at least 50 or 50 above. Okay. For in the Viva there are again 10 headings are there, and out of this the first heading is the reading in a structured approach. So how we can understand this thing? So here actually what happened when you go inside that Viva room, the external or internal will be there. So they will give you one paragraph, okay? And the paragraph is definitely from the book that you're following for your Sanskrit. Okay, so whichever book you're following for your Sanskrit, out of them, some Sanskrit paragraph will be there, maybe from the story part, like Panchtantra Kahani, or maybe from the shloka or something like that. So they will give you one paragraph, okay, and the paragraph is in the Sanskrit language. So you have to read that paragraph according to the all the Sanskrit grammar consideration. For example, if there is a big word, then you have to break it in a small according to the Sandhi rule. And if there are any anvay or any samas like that, then you have to say and understand that. And in some cases, they can ask the meaning of that paragraph. For example, you read a 4-line paragraph, then they can ask what is the meaning of this paragraph so that they can understand how much you have the knowledge about the Sanskrit language. Okay. So in this, basically, you have given one paragraph and maximum time it will surely happen. So try to recite some lines in Sanskrit. Okay, because it will help you to understand this thing. Sometimes actually we recite in front of anyone, then we make small mistake. That is normal. It's okay. But if you recite it correctly, then you easily get 10 marks. If you recite by some mistake or something like that, then you will get 7, 5, 6 according to that. Okay. Second thing is that the Shabda Rupani and Karakani. So Shabda is various Shabda are there. So first of all, don't stress about it. At least understand some important things. For example, the initials one like Akarant, Ikarant, Ukarant. Both Striling and Pullings are important. For example, Guru Shabd, Vaidya Shabd, Ram Shabd, and then Napunsik also. So it's good if you can remember it, or at least you can do one thing. You surely remember one Shabda if the external is not that much scary or something like that, so he can give you the chance you recite any shabda you know. So in that case you can decide which you have studied. But for this thing, if they ask any of the shabda, you have to at least see the whole shabda rupa. Okay, so this is important, and since you have already studied in for theory exam, so just at least revise it. No need to go through all this thing, but at least start revise the first like akarant, ikarant, striling, pulling, napunsik, and ukarant. Up to here at least you know all the shabda rupa. Then for karikani, here actually what happened, they can give you one shloka. Okay, so actually what happened in shloka, there are sandhi also because sometimes the big word came in shloka, and smas also according to the meaning of that particular shloka. Then sometime Anvya is there or Karak is there. So according to that, they can give you one shloka and they will say identify the sandhi given and what is the meaning or samas, which samas is there or Karak. Okay. And second cases like that for Karaka Vibhaktis are there. So they can ask how many Karaka are there, how many Vibhaktis are there. This particular Karaka will give which Vibhakti because the some short definition are there like Sashke Buddhi, like that some one line definition are there for each Karaka. So it's good if you see those definitions if they can ask like this. And for safe option, I am give you one like better chance you can study 5 shloka. Okay, you study 5 shloka. Note the barely the shloka, you just study their shloka. If there any sandhi, try to remember that sandhi. If there is any samas or karak, try to remember those things. And the anvaya of this shloka in Sanskrit. Okay, so what happen if the examiner is in a happy mood? He can say, "Oh, recite any shloka you know." So in that instant, you can recite any one of the shloka out of this five. Because in my viva, some like sometime external told you can recite any shloka you know till now, and you have to say the sandhi, samas, karka, or and where that is the meaning of the shloka in Sanskrit language. Okay. So Sandhi Pracheda is basically from the shloka they are giving you, or sometimes like they can give a word, identify the Sandhi, which Sandhi is there. For Dhatu Rupani, again, like that of the Shabda, Dhatus are there, so many Dhatus are there. So again, the 5 forms of Dhatus are there, like Ling Lakar, Lat Lakar, all those Lakara. So out of them, at least try to study the initials one. And if like any dhatu came in your exam, obviously dhatus are there, shabd are there. So at least try to remember those things that come in your theory paper because sometimes they can ask this come in theory paper now. So give recite this dhatu, recite this shabda. So must read those things that came in your exam. The fourth thing is samas. Samas is again the shloka you are giving answer na. According to that and the samas they can ask paribhasha and nirukti. Actually, these are the small paribhasha and definitions that is given in your syllabus, and they you have already studied for your exam, theory exam also. So go through all those paribhashas and nirukti so that you can easily answer all these questions. And small PDF in a short form for this Anvya, Paribhasha, and Nirukti I will upload on my Telegram channel. So if you don't have any quick revision PDF, you can go through our Telegram channel and visit or download those PDF and understand from that. Sixth portion is the Anvya. So again, Anvya is same thing. Which shloka you are reciting, out of that shloka they can ask the Sandhi, Samas, Anvya or Karak. And sometime they can ask, oh, this is Anvya or not. Okay. So I think 21 or 22 Anvyas are there. So if you study note, if you at least know the name, you can easily identify because they are not that much a big deal. Seventh portion is the constructing sentences and conversation. So, since it is a Sanskrit paper, and you know, in the theory paper also, there one question is there in that you have to make Sanskrit sentence, and the another type of question you have to translate the Sanskrit word to English or your which language you are giving paper. So here they can give you some words or they can give you some scenario like one accident is on this road. So they can ask make a Sanskrit sentence. If you give all the answer, for example, you are giving the answer to all the question which examiner is asking you, so he can ask you this sentence making also because it is given in the syllabus. Okay. So in that, the two situations are there. First one, they can give you some words. Oh, these are the some words. Make a appropriate sentence out of this word by using this. Okay. Second thing is that they can give you one case scenario of 1 or 2 line, and they can say, oh, make 1 or 2 sentences out on this. Okay, the eight things is that no need to take tension about it. This you have already written or submitted. That is your record. Hope so. You have already recorded your record, which this all portions are there like Anvay, Pachhet, Samas, Shabdrupan. This all are there in the record, and till now everyone have to or must have to write this record and take sign from the faculties, which the HOD and all. Okay. The next portion is the communication skill. Since it is happening in every viva, when you are giving answer, you should be confident. You should give your clear answer so that examiner have a good impact. So communication skills are there. Internal assessment again of 15 marks. No need to worry about this thing because this is already you have completed through your whole year examinations, PA, term, etc. Next and the last thing is the elective. So elective also you have already submitted the like we have to select three elective, and out of that we will getting the 10 marks for those elective. So one portion is coming in your Sanskrit paper. So 10 marks for those elective and total is of 100 marks. Okay, so in nutshell, what we can do for our Sanskrit paper for a better thing, I will give you one thing. First and important things is that remember five shloka must. Okay, and this shloka you know all the things. For example, if there is any sandhi, is there any samas in the karak anvya and their anvya. Actually anvya is what it is the meaning of the shloka in the Sanskrit language, and it should be very very understandable, no big words or something like that. Then next thing is that try to revise your shabda and dhatu rupa. At least initials in your book now, which are given in the front or initial, you have to remember those things, and especially the which come in your paper, theory paper which come. Okay. The next things is that about that karak and all now. Just see the your vibhakti table. Actually, what is the vibhakti table? Each karak correspond to some vibhaktis. Like first karak is your karta, then karam, then karn. So they have first vibhakti, second vibhakti, third vibhakti. So just go through that vibhakti table. Then in Sandhi and Smas, if you have some written notes for quick revision, you can go through that, or you have to just see the basic idea. Oh, Svar Sandhi is there, Vyanjan Sandhi is there. Out of this Sandhi is this because in your shloka now, if any Sandhi is there, they can ask you, oh, it is with Sandhi, Guna Sandhi, Dirgha Sandhi. So if you know a basic idea, the rules of Sandhi when we are breaking the word or when we are joining the word, so it will be a good impact on the examination. The second thing for samas you can do, actually there are very less samas, so just go through the theory part, how many samas are there, what is their little meaning and all. And after that anvay is not that much big thing, you can easily identify. And after that the recitation part, one paragraph and all. So all you have the one text now which you are following for your Sanskrit. So you can do one thing for that. In that second paper, we have some stories, Panchatantra Kahani. Okay. Before exam, or like if you have a tomorrow viva, so today itself, take one story in Sanskrit language and try to at least just read it. Not study, at least read it. Okay, when you are reading the story, sometimes you get, oh, you can't understand, you can't recite. On that point, you just again and again read. Because if your reading is good, then you can easily recite or read the paragraph that is given in your there that time. So up to here you have to do uh, okay, this is over. So if you don't have any notes about this, you can check our Telegram channel. There I will upload all the short notes for all those things so that it will be easy for you to revise these things at the last time. But the important thing is that this part, which I have again told you, that you should remember five shloka, then Shabda and Dhatu, at least which come in your paper. Karak Vibhakti general definition and all the type and which particular Karak or Sandhi is coming in your sloka which you have remembered. So up to here is your Sanskrit practical. So all the best guys. And since like everyone have the fear for Sanskrit, when your paper is over after first year there is no Sanskrit and all, but this grammar will come with you all through because our main knowledge is in the shlokas form, in the text or in the authentic text. They all are written in shloka and all. So if you know these basic things, it will be good for you to understand the shloka. All the very best, guys. Thank you.